On a day when COVID cases hit over 1,500 again and Toronto and Peel go into lockdown, the Ford government says hope lies with vaccines. But mass immunization is still months away. 2.4 million doses will begin arriving in January, but it will be at least the summer before they are all here.
Once approved, once in mass production, these vaccines will finally bring an end to this pandemic.
The Ford government says it expects to have its first round of vaccines arriving from January to March. The initial priority is to get them to residents in long-term care and healthcare workers, and then to the rest of the population. But it will be a logistical nightmare to store, deliver, and distribute 2 doses per person.
We have to vaccinate them not once but twice within 21 days. So there's going to be a need to have very, very detailed, very precise clinical records.
A second round of vaccines will arrive between March and July, which again will take time to distribute. There are still a lot of unknowns. Right now, Ontario is expecting 1.6 million vaccines from Pfizer and another 800,000 from Moderna. But Ontario has a population of 14.5 million. There's no word yet how many more vaccines the province can get or when, or a target date for vaccinations to be completed. Today, the province announced General Rick Hillier, the former head of the Canadian Armed Forces, will lead the task force to manage the rollout.
We need military precision. We need the discipline that only a general can bring to this task. General Hillier is a Canadian hero.
Premier Ford is also extending the chief medical officer's term. Dr. David Williams was due to retire in February. He's the Premier's chief COVID advisor and has taken a lot of criticism for some of his decisions, including the color-coded framework that was widely derided for setting the bar too high before restrictions would go into effect. The Premier today stood by his top doctor.
I just do not ever believe in changing a dance partner in the middle of a dance, especially when he's an incredible dancer.
And as the 28-day lockdown in Peel and Toronto began, Dr. Williams today said what no one wants to hear, that it could be extended beyond Christmas. In fact, he said he'd be surprised if we were out of the woods in 4 weeks. He promised to have some guidelines around how to celebrate the holidays safely later this week.